Hello and welcome to this fire lighting session. Well, I've been lucky with wood today. Somebody brought some wood round. And yeah, hello and welcome to the channel. Right, loads of kindling as well, which is all outside. I'll have to try and sort it out tomorrow. So let's see what we can do with it. I don't know idea where the fire lighters are. The flames should find them. Turn that up. So we don't have a lot of kindling in actually, but we do now. Which is well outside. So we've got a bit of a problem with it. Here, welcome to the show.
That reminds me of our travel insurance. You mean All Clear Travel Insurance sponsors GB News.
Didn't have the fire on last night. Didn't bother by the time I got in. It wasn't really that cold and stuff. Was not bothered. So let's see how this is going. So basically, we've got big lumps of wood, but we've got quite a lot of fire lighters amongst that and quite a lot of paper. So hopefully it's going to go all right. Got a bit of air coming in the front door. So hopefully it'll come on nicely. I think it's going to go alright actually, yeah, well, just say wait and see. I could go out and get something there. So what I need to do, I got that kindling just now, and we were cutting it all up out the back. I have to say I have become, I have become sort of fairly successful at collecting wood, and that's what you need to be. And once you get into the swing of things, people know that you do it. Like I'm handy because I know this guy is a builder. Well, it's mostly like, he's not a builder, well, he does renovations and stuff at houses, yeah. And so he occasionally gets some wood off him, so he brought some round today. It was like new fencing they fitted and it blew down. They didn't fit it, somebody fitted it, and the posts blew down in that storm. So it wasn't even rotten or nothing. Well, it was rotten at the bottom, but it wasn't rotten at the top. The bottom part of the fence rotted. The top didn't. So that'll probably be quite good for kindling actually. We've cut it up, put it in there. So we've got all this lot here to burn, so I'm still going to buy a load of Shamford Estates, but their prices have gone up actually. As you'd imagine, everything always goes up, doesn't it? But I'll buy 2 lots off of them in the summer when the discount comes on. Kind of makes you think, oh wait a minute, the prices are going up. But I don't really need. I've nowhere to put the stuff at the moment actually. So as far as fire lighting log burners go, I'm actually really successful at collecting wood. Done quite well. Doing really well actually.
Donate today and help save a dad. Visit prostatecancersupport.org/donate to learn more.
From sumptuous, stylish sofas and chairs to sophisticated lounge, dining, bedroom and accessories collections, Belgica offers a truly sensational furniture shopping and interior design experience. Let us help make your house a home.
Women are strange. Oh hi. I'm just thinking about that video with that woman. Oh god, strange creatures. I wonder if society will regress back to sort of more traditional ways. I think it might happen. I think it'll be for everybody's benefit. I think it'd be better for everyone if we regress back to more. I think maybe it might come in. It's difficult to look at society in terms of like the past and the future and have an understanding of everything. The way we're going, I wonder if we'll maybe slip back, and it'd be better for them if they have less. The freedoms they've got are just bullshit freedoms. Better if they got a little bit more personal responsibility. I think in my life that's what the biggest failing was, and I'm not denying my my part in the failure, but the fact that my children would be taken away from me, and that is quite common. That can happen to you. Is when you're sort of like me, you're a person that's got problems, but you're sort of relatively, well, you're not normal, but you're not like you're just a person that's got issues. You're not anything outrageously dangerous or anything like that, and yet you can be stitched straight up and you don't get to see your children. So that's not good, and that's what's happened to me, and it's happened to a lot of people. So, and what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to say I'm normal. I'm not trying to claim that, but I am fairly conservative in some ways. I am fairly normal, even though some things I do are a bit unusual. For you, a lot of people would find what I do a bit strange or unusual, but like I really don't have a criminal record, and I don't have a history of violence or anything like that. Although it was used as a story against me by my first wife, that I was violent and abusive, and in actual fact it was her that was abusive, and that's what they do that all the time. All you got to do is lose your shit, start shouting, and that's you. But of course I've got a diagnosis of Asperger's, so I was actually a vulnerable person who was persecuted by somebody who knew better. I was actually a vulnerable adult, and that's the way I should have been treated, and I wasn't. So, okay, right, what are you mumping about that for? Who cares? Move on. It's their choice, they can do what they want. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Well, I think this fire's going. Yeah, I think it's going. I think it's caught on, and it's doing its bit. I don't think we've got any big problems with the fire. No. Yeah. It's going. Yeah. Going nicely.
And the next steps are what then, Lewis Quigg? You've asked for this statutory inquiry.
Yeah.
Money from the home or someone.
Might as well go and shut the door. Yep.
So, as it stands at the minute, we're very, very early stages on this, Chris, so you can appreciate. So, we don't particularly want to prejudge any outcome of this point or where
Right.
it will come from.
Well, best of luck, Lewis Quigg. It seems that justice might be coming its way to Oldham, and of course, that call for that national inquiry remains from so many of the families and communities we speak to at GB News. With me down in the studio here at GB News is my panel, PR tycoon and former Labour candidate Kevin Craig, and the assistant commentator at the Telegraph, Poppy Coburn. Kevin Craig, he's right, isn't he? I mean, he's a local Tory MP there, councillor, who says, why can't we have this dealt properly? I mean, people don't want to take on what's happened. They've hidden away from talking about the issue, and we're doing our best at GB News to talk about it a lot more.
Well, Chris, this is a difficult one. I mean, number one, I'm not going to add my voice to those thanking Elon Musk what he's done on this. I thought he published a fairly disgraceful tweet aimed at the Home Secretary. With the caveat that I'm not an expert in Oldham politics, I know that recently that Labour's lost control of the council. I mean, I have a sort of simple view, which is if enough local people feel that an inquiry would be helpful, governments can respond to that at times, you know.
It's taken so long for him, that's what's so interesting.
Well, many people...
I think it's blaming Labour. Labour's not here to answer for themselves.
Well, he can do that. I don't want to get into that because there are people blaming the previous Conservative government who also...
Well, exactly. Right. Let's take there are victims here, Kevin, at the heart of it.
Right, at the heart of it. And, you know, I just don't know what would be the problem? I mean, what would be the problem with giving people what they're asking for?
Yeah, that's the point. Probably Coburn, isn't it? I mean, there's our children here now.
It's going well, isn't it?
Want to see justice.
I mean, isn't this exactly the point? I mean, when Lewis was speaking,
Right.
what really struck me was the fact that why has it taken 6 years?
Yeah.
Which has been very cut and dry. I mean, let's be honest. We have so many
Yeah, look at that, eh?
Whiskey expert.
Oh, aye, what a fire.
A cask owner.
It's going like a house on fire. Look how wonderful that is. Oh, aye. Me bother. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we've got a successful firelighting session. Thanks for joining me in this. Look how lovely that is. Right. Be able to chuck some of this stuff on, but it's difficult to do with one hand.
Does it matter if you change dates on a CD? What's the worst example you've ever heard of in your time?
So, look, it's
I think a lot of that CV stuff. I mean, I had to do that. You know, basically, if you have to do that, it means what does it mean? I don't know what it means. We'll put some of these sort of thinner bits on because I don't want it to, you know. Tonight is the night we're supposed to go out to the pub. Aye, you get people. I'm not really like keen on the old CV thing, you know. But I suppose it's to show that you've been trained. Is that what it's for? That you've been well trained, and you can. I mean, I'm fortunate, I suppose, in some ways. I don't have to bother with it. You know, the CV shit and all that. But yeah, well, it should be a piece of cake to you, I suppose, if you're organised. You know, like you've got a template or something written up, you just fill it in. I think that's really a lot of that. I used to overthink a lot of that stuff. Like, oh, I'm overthinking it. In actual fact, it's easy. Get a template. Just write any old shit on it.
We've had a bit of a back and forth with the Home Office on this, and in a few minutes' time, I'll be able to reveal. In the last couple of minutes, we've had
Something a wee bit now, isn't it?
It appears as though we have some news as to whether or not we will be allowing some radical Islamic hate preaching to Britain. We're also, of course, going to be talking about this Munich attack, especially in the light of what's going on in Britain at the moment, where we seem unable or unwilling to deport some asylum seekers. Is that a risk, really?
I've kind of killed it a wee bit there.
With all that, and just very quickly, we do have as well a case in the Netherlands where they're trying to block some British Islamic preachers going to the Netherlands. I'm asking whether or not Britain is now seen as an exporter now of this stuff, which is a departure.
Well, we heard earlier, it's an issue of immigration and borders, it's an issue in Germany as well as the UK.
Yeah, exactly. So loads on tonight. What's not the stuff about it?
Okay, well, Patrick, thank you for joining us. Great show, it sounds fun to be watching.
Right.
After weather, of course, there's going to be Jacob Rees-Mogg back on
What's the little heat thing's going round and round?
tomorrow, and I'm Christopher Hope.
I think we need to open the door again.
Destination. Stay tuned, Patrick.
Even though we'll see a cloudy start, it'll be a bright outlook for the rest of the
Ooh.
Boxed Solar.
See how that livens it up there when you open the door?
Good evening, welcome to your TV News.
Look at that. See that?
Looking
Wow.
ahead into tomorrow, it's going to be a cold and frosty start for many of us.
If you think it's going to die off a bit, just let some more air into it.
We should see some bright
That's why electric car fires and lithium batteries are bad, because they don't need oxygen. They've got their own oxygen.
air, but milder air and also some frontal systems do try to edge their way into the sea.
So I've been finding out quite a lot about that. A lot of the problems with net zero stuff is there's no standards, and all that's going to get rolled back. And it could be that it's illegal to have an electric car. Now how does that work? Right, I'll explain. It would be like you get a Tesla or some electric car. If it's failed some kind of standards, which means it's dangerous, it could catch fire or whatever. The problem would be that you wouldn't be able to insure it. So yeah, you could own it and buy it, yeah, but you wouldn't be able to insure it and use it on the road, or you couldn't get, you wouldn't be able to get insurance for it. I don't know if it's like that already. I don't know how much it costs insuring an electric car. But the government's been pushing this scam so hard, subsidising it, coercing, brainwashing us, gaslighting us. They've really pushed it, really as much as what they can. and it's just not going to work. And it might be in 100 years' time electric cars are perfect, but they're not at the moment. So I think that's what's going to happen is that there's standards, you know, like Ocean Gate, Stockton Rush, like his vessel didn't conform to any standards because it couldn't. You couldn't get MD to check it or insure it, or well, I don't know what his insurance was. I don't know, but I mean the thing was a death trap, and it proved to be a death trap, and it's because it wasn't. So I would say Stockton Rush's the Titan carbon fibre sub would be in the same category as some of the electric cars and net zero shit. Battery storage facilities are a huge problem. They are lethal, and I can't believe that people argue with me that they want these things next to. They think these things should be next to a school. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane that people would even. And then some of them will go, oh, there's only been one fire. Even so, they still want these things. But the fires have been suppressed, as in the media suppressed the news. So you don't really know about all the fires at these battery facilities because they've kept it quiet. The media controls a lot of that. So a lot of them, they catch fire before they're even open. You know. So this woman seems to think there's only been one fire. And she was comparing it to petrol fires and petrol stations. Petrol stations were built to a standard. I don't know of any petrol stations catch fire. I know there must be some, but I've never aware of any throughout living in Scotland for 58 years, you know. And that's really about standards. You know, the tanks are under the ground. Oh, this is done to a standard, and that's what they're missing with this electric car shit and the battery storage facilities, the wind farms, and all the net zero stuff. They're going to get rid of it all. 10 years time, and they'll move on to some other scam. So we just go along with our shit. Whatever they want, we go along with it. We don't have much choice. We can complain and moan, but no, these are awful things. These battery facilities, awful fucking things. This woman said to me today, oh, you think they just put a load of old batteries in a container? Yes, that's what they do. That's what lithium batteries are. What do you think they are? Good moron.
Stop the silence. Stop the A criminal Afghan failed asylum seeker rams a car through a crowd in Germany. As British immigration judges keep letting foreign criminals stay here, I ask, how will they sleep at night?
A Mini Cooper gets used in a crime in Germany.
It must be really incredible to be part of building. I mean, actually here, not just building houses, but building a community.
Oh, the farmers fucking blockaded Starmer. Been brilliant. I'm behind the farmers 100%.
Oh, and he loves a private jet, doesn't he? Well, it's a nightmare for hard-working Brits, though, as Labour looks set to slap
What a
net zero
bastard.
tax on flights. But Starmer obviously can get that private jet to Cornwall. Also this evening,
Yeah, he wants us. What a total bastard that Starmer is. You're a rat. Don't vote for any of them that are in this net zero thing.
peace to Europe.
SNP, the Greens, Labour,
It's a bad day.
Liberals, Conservatives.
With you, Rory Stewart.
Don't vote for anyone.
Doesn't matter, you have a contract. So, Turquoise Mountain, which my wife Shoshana runs, has a contract. Had another $1 million to go, money just stops.
Massive posho and Alistair Campbell's lapdog, Rory Stewart, is moaning that Trump and Musk have withdrawn $1 million of funding for his wife's charity that helps Afghans to weave and make artisan covers.
Incredibly confident that Kamala Harris is going to win this and win
What a wally. Kamala Harris didn't win it, you idiot.
I'm very, very confident Kamala Harris will win.
I bet he wishes he bet 100 grand on Trump now, doesn't he? Pathetic. And it's a bad day for the left whingers all round, actually.
And you're a leftist, so okay, usual.
You seem like you're interested in having a. You seem like you're. Oh, you know what, Richard? Bye bye. Bye bye.
On my panel tonight is Guido Fawkes, Ellie Wheatley, Tory Kerr, Lord
Oh well. Right, so the fire lighting session, it's not actually officially completed until I shut the door actually.
Eventually you're gonna get killed and you're gonna go to Jahannam, inshallah.
One day, the time will come.
Well, now they appear to have found a lawyer.
It would have been provocative. It would have been one intended to entrap.
Okay, get ready, Britain, here we go.
Fucking arse. Oh aye. Oh aye, John Mackay. Oh I just want everything buzzing.
Good evening. It's just gone 9 o'clock. These are your
Good evening.
headlines. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Kyiv will not accept any peace deals agreed by Russia and the US.
Good
without
evening.
involvement. This comes as Donald Trump has assured
Right.
Ukraine would have a seat
Shutting the
at
door.
table in any negotiation
There.
over the war. Speaking from the Oval Office, the US
Well,
President
you know, it'll
said
burn away all right.
Washington on the
It's a bit,
Ukraine war
probably a bit smoky.
and that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's comments on Ukraine not joining NATO were accurate.
It needs more oxygen. Yeah, I'm not quite sure I'm really ready for. Yeah, I'm not quite ready for it. I need to build the heat up. The problem is if you have it. There's Donald. The Donald.
I don't see any way that a country in Russia's position could allow them, just in their position, could allow them to join NATO.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump has announced a new reciprocal tariff policy.
Donald
that
Trump,
will
he's
allies
amazing.
are worse than our enemies when it comes
Yeah.
to import taxes. Speaking from the Oval Office, the US President
What a
demanded
guy.
level playing field.
They tried to kill him as well, didn't they?
System,
And they nearly did it.
a global economic
Managed to kill somebody else in the process.
is understood to mean
And he
tariffs
just
aimed
kept
at
on
any
going.
country that imposes a levy on
He didn't go, oh, this is
US
too much for me, I'm going to lead
higher duty
a
rates
safe
charged
life.
by other countries.
No.
In other news, at least 28 people have been injured, including children, after a car was driven into a crowd in a suspected attack in Munich.
No, no, no.
Local media
No one can make the argument. But in these countries where we live in now, one is legal and one is illegal. So, in other words, you can't marry a 100-year-old woman, but you can marry that girl that's, you can't. So you're a paedophile if you go for the girl that's got the hips. And once again, paedophilia is very relative.
Was that line at the end, isn't it? Paedophilia is very relative. There's that line at the end there. But he clarified his position on social media by saying the modern day idea that adulthood starts at 16 or 18 is an arbitrary social construct. Having said this, I do not advocate that anyone break the law in any country that they are in and get married before these ages. There we go. He does also seem to apparently think that maybe gay people are a parasite for the West.
Do you know what the advantage of LGBT is? What did you say? No, we have. No, astaghfirullah, what you're talking about. No, I'll tell you, there's advantages of that. No, it's not what you're thinking, whatever you're thinking. Hopefully you're not thinking anything. But there are advantages, which is, it's a parasite to the Western civilization. This will be fantastic for them. Let's be honest. So they're destroying themselves, which means if the Western civilization destroys itself from within, it's less likely to destroy us from without. Because we have
Maybe he's right.
the LGBT and trans community coming into Iraq and Afghanistan. I think the Taliban will look at each other and say, we don't know what to do with these guys, you know? Do we admit them into the hospital? What do we do with them? And this is what Ibn Khaldun referred to as decline of communities, or civilizations, or societies.
He thinks that Islam is a warrior religion.
Your religion has to have an expansionist element. So then therefore there is no situation or conceivability of peace being made between Muslims and non-Muslims.
Islam is a warrior religion in many ways, and it's unapologetically so. It's about expansion, it's about...
I like the way they like to use the designer gear and all that.
Okay, so he's been
And
picturing
these warrior
so-called Muslim patrol hijab can enter their country. And apparently there's going to be a vote on it in Parliament on
Mr.
Tuesday.
Hijab.
A tweet from one of the leading coalition party
Right.
MPs reads that hate preachers do not belong in the Netherlands. So, I wondered whether or not Britain is now seen as an exporter of radical Islam. And it wasn't so long ago that now Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, did say this.
I was talking with a friend recently, and we were talking about, one of the big dangers in the world, of course, is nuclear proliferation, though, of course, the Biden administration doesn't care about it. And I was talking about, what is the first truly Islamist country that will get a nuclear weapon? And we were like, maybe it's Iran, maybe Pakistan already counts, and then we sort of finally decided maybe it's actually the UK, since Labour just took over.
He's got a point there. Is the UK going to be the first nuclear Islamic country?
I do want to talk to you in more general terms, really, about the way that Britain is viewed now in the Netherlands. Is it viewed as a country that it can be a hotbed of radicalisation, that can export radicalisation to the rest of Europe?
Well, Patrick, thank you for having me. I would prefer if you would keep your radical preachers and Muslims on your side of the canal and not send them over to us. But having said that, unfortunately, we also have a lot of homegrown radicalism, types of people that say those things that we just saw. They're not exclusively British, and it's not like you are exporting it to us. We have that problem here too.
Right, so is the fire going? Aye, the door's shut. Yeah, so there we go. Firelighting session's over. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and get you in the next video. Bye! So there's no excuse for me not having the fire on at night. As I say, I don't really like burning it through the day because it stops me from going out. Because it's so cosy. So yeah, I generally usually burn it at night. Thanks for watching. Bye!